Hello. It's Motivational Monday. How are you? I'm hoping everybody had a wonderful weekend. My weekend was fine. I wanted to pick up my grandson this weekend, but I didn't get to do that. But I'm going to do it during the week. Plans changed. Well, things happen, plans change. You know how it is. Anyway, it's Motivational Monday. That's why you should not talk and eat. Do not do that. Anyway, I am your host, Janice LaStar Simmons, and you have tuned in to the Brave Stars podcast. I am a survivor, a breaker of chains, and an advocate against domestic violence. And the domestic violence hotline number is 1-800-799-SAFE. That's 1-800-799-SAFE, 1-800-799-7233. Pass that on to anyone who may need it. Keep it for yourself, just in case. It's Motivational Monday. Let's enjoy today, people. Let's enjoy today, okay? Let's start with our affirmation of meditation for the day, okay? Glasses. Okay. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It's my divine right to be better today than I did yesterday. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It's my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It's my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. Say it. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. Believe it. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. Be it. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. I give myself permission to be honest with myself. It is my divine right to do better today than I did yesterday. I want you to say this affirmation throughout your day and every day for the next week, okay? Because it's Motivational Monday. How are you, people? I just love talking to y'all, but y'all already know that, right? You already know that. Yes, I love you, I miss you, and I care. So I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a friend come through from New York. They came to visit me here. And we had a good time. It was a long time since we were able to have a good time together for positive things, you know. Normally, It's something crazy going on, but this time it was something positive. Just reminiscing about old times and fun times. A merry soul, you know. Good food. Good food. Anyway, I give you the hotline number. I wanted to share a little bit about my background. I had decided to get healthy when we were in COVID. I lost three immediate family members in a 6-month time span. I lost my younger brother in September. I lost my oldest brother in, what was that? That was November. And then in February, I lost my mom. My youngest brother, he had high blood pressure and sugar diabetes, and he wasn't taking his medication because, well, he did talk to me about it. At the time, I wasn't really taking my health seriously, so I didn't have it in me to tell him, you better take your medicine, you better listen to your doctor, because I wasn't that person, you know, I wasn't doing that myself. So all I did was listen to what he was saying and then share what I was doing. Well, me either, you know, which wasn't a good thing. Never share a bad report about what you're doing to someone else, especially not a younger family member, because you don't know, they may look up to you. And usually a younger sibling does, you know, and if they're sharing something health-wise, obviously they trust you. So you want to tell them what is best. But it was a wake-up call because I lost 3 family members, as I said. And I want to break that generational curse, beginning with me. I'm just saying the fact that it was 3 people in a row made me feel I needed to gain control of my health and what was going on with me. My brother, my younger brother, and I shared the same issues. I don't have sugar diabetes, praise God, thank you, Jesus. But high blood pressure is the silent killer. That's the one that's knocking you out. That's the one that can make you have sugar diabetes, you know? So you gotta watch what you're taking in. Remove the sodium, read the labels, eat one ingredient foods if you can, and then this way you know you're not taking in a lot of sodium. So there's things that you can do to prevent yourself from having high blood pressure, or even to maintain what you do have. Take your medication, exercise, drink a lot of water throughout the day. Drink half of your body weight in fluid ounces of water throughout the day. And eat green leafy vegetables, eat regular green vegetables, eat vegetables, period. You know, do more vegetables than you do proteins, you know, meat, I should say. Beans are protein also, but meat-wise, because most people, I was one of them that was included, would like to have a big old piece of meat and then small sample of vegetables and a small starch, you know. You should be having more vegetables than you have meat on your plate. Our body does not digest meats well. It takes days to digest steak. So you want to get your vegetables in. The vegetables, our liver can help with that, you know, help digest that quicker than anything. And our body actually takes all the nutrients from them vegetables. When you eat vegetables, be sure to eat fresh vegetables or frozen vegetables. Stop using the canned vegetables. It's high in sodium. It's very high in sodium because they put a lot of sodium to preserve foods. You don't want to do the canned goods. Canned goods are really not that good for us, you know. Not for people with high blood pressure or people with sugar diabetes. So lose the canned goods. It's Motivational Monday, and I am your host, Janice LaStar Simmons. You have tuned in to the Brave Stars podcast, okay? Now, I think you should have a routine. Your routine could consist of first thing in the morning or first thing upon rising for the day. Some people work nights. They get up at 3. So first thing, as soon as you get up for the day, drink at least 16 ounces of water before you take in any kind of solid foods or coffee, whatever it is you drink in the morning. Before that first glass of orange juice, that first soda, drink your 16 ounces of water, okay? And then make sure that if you do breakfast, not everybody is a breakfast person, but if you do breakfast, get some vegetables in there. You can have eggs with spinach. Just make sure, however you do your meals, you're getting in your vegetables, you're getting in your fruit. You can have a bowl of fruit for breakfast. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, cherries, banana, for breakfast. That's breakfast. You don't have to have a whole plate full of anything. Sometimes I just have one banana for breakfast. That's breakfast. I drink my water. Then I get me something else to snack on. And then I probably do a bowl of the fruits. The strawberries, a mixture, like a medley that's got strawberries, blackberries, blueberries, raspberries, sometimes cherries. Cherries aren't always in season, but they've been lately. You want to drink your water throughout the day, half of your body weight in water, like I said. So if you weigh 150 pounds, you should be drinking at least 75 fluid ounces of water on the daily basis. You understand? So be sure to get your water in. And I'm eating my blueberries. Look at them. Oh, organic, nice and thick. Be sure to get your water in, and try to get that water out of the way in the earlier part of the day, because you want to stop drinking water at least 2 hours prior to your bedtime. This way you can have a restful 8 hours of sleep. And get active, people. You got to get active. I gave you guys some action steps last week. So you were supposed to be doing squats and walking. You should be doing 30 minutes of walking, or at least your 5,000 steps for the day. And you should be doing some squats. I wanted you to do some squats and moving your arms. I wanted y'all to get active. Start some exercise. You walk around the house. If you can't get outside, walk around your house. If it's a rainy day, you can't get out. If you're at work, walk around inside the building. Walk around, Do what you can do to get active. You understand? This helps pump that blood throughout your body. And when you drink that first bottle of water for the day, the 16 ounces, that helps jumpstart your digestive system. So you want to do these things. Everything that I tell you is something that's going to help you throughout the day. I'm not just telling you these things to be telling you. I'm telling you these things because this is what I learned throughout my journey on how to become healthier, how to have my body process these foods that I'm eating. I mean, it was a totally different type of diet. And I don't really want to call it a diet because it's a way of living now. It's not something I'm going to do and then go back to eating how I ate. No, this is how I'm going to eat from here on out. I mean, now and then you want to have some regular food. Like when my friend came up, we went to Marisol. It's a restaurant that's out here. And food was good. I had me some collard greens. I had some baked macaroni and cheese. I didn't do the yams. And he got him some yams. They were good and sweet because I tasted his. He tasted my collard greens because he didn't get collard greens. And they give you a nice amount, a nice amount of food. So it was all good. Anyway, I had some salmon. I didn't get any fried fish because that's what he was saying. He was going to get him some catfish. It was fried catfish you can get. I would have got some catfish, but I have some catfish. I have some catfish nuggets in there. So I was like, no, I don't want to do catfish. I just did catfish throughout the week. And I don't do a lot of fried foods. I don't try to do that more than once in a week. I like to do every other week with fried foods. But so I didn't do that. I did the salmon. It was baked. I had a little bit of lemon on it. Twist the lemon. It was seasoned good. It tastes really good. Everything tastes really good. Everything tastes very Southern. I was like, what? This is a hit. But I didn't say it. That was my second time there. I went there on my own one time when I first found them. And food was banging. So he's a country boy, so I figured I'd bring him there. And he really liked it. He gave it an A. So I'm telling you, all you got to do is... you got to go back to eating the way you were eating before you went. Because, I'm telling you, that food was not on, I don't want to say on my diet. That was not how I would make my food. Because I could taste the salt in it. It was good. I ain't going to lie to you. It was good. I loved the way it, oh my God. But I can't do that often. And I can tell, I didn't get a headache. I did not get a headache. Normally, when I have too much sodium, my head starts throbbing. I didn't get a headache, which was a good thing. But I didn't even dare take my pressure because I knew. I knew from the flavonoids in the food. I was like, oh my God. But I didn't eat it all. I ate some of it, of mine, I ended up taking a doggy bag. I know a lot of people don't do that. I didn't used to do that. But I do that again now because I never eat all of my food anymore. I think I told you. Yeah, I told you. I eat out of a bowl. So when they gave us all this food, there was no way I was eating all of that. That was like 3 meals on that plate. I was like, I'm not eating all of this in one sitting. So yeah, I got me a doggy bag. And I was able to eat some more of it at dinner time when I was home later on. I didn't have to cook. I had dinner in a doggy bag. Anywho. You do it how you do it. I do it how it works for me, And when you don't eat all that sodium in one sitting, maybe that's why I didn't have a headache. Because I didn't eat all of it right at once. I ate me a sample of it like I do in my bowl. And I was drinking my water throughout the day. And then later on in the evening time, I ate the rest of it. So... with that being said, I never got a headache. So maybe my pressure wasn't as high as I was believing myself and telling myself, oh my God, I know it's probably high. But I didn't have a headache, so couldn't have been as high as I thought it might have been. I didn't test it. But I wanted to share with you guys some 5 top foods you should always have in your house so that should you have high blood pressure, should your pressure get raised rather, you can bring it down with these foods when you have them in your house, okay? The first one is bananas. And it says, bananas are high in potassium and they help you to lower your pressure. So yes, I did have myself a banana in between throughout the day, but only because I thought my pressure was high. I'm sure it was higher than normal, but anyway, I had a banana. So that's one. Number 2 is dark chocolate. And they said dark chocolate is rich in magnesium and flavonoids. And you should get the chocolate to have at least 70% of cocoa in it. And then that's the chocolate that would help you because it's less sugar, but it also helps lower your pressure. So that's number 2. Number 3 would be beetroot, which contains organic nitrates that converts into nitrate oxide. Okay. But that helps lower your pressure also, the beetroots. And actually, beetroots do it, I want to say instantaneously, but it's really right after it. You can judge it by 30 minutes and take your pressure again, and I guarantee you your pressure lowered from the taking. If you would have took it, like say you took your pressure and you feel like, oh my God, I need to lower it really quickly, eat the beetroot. Eat the beetroot. Once you eat the beetroot, your pressure in 30 minutes will be much lower than what it was prior to eating the beetroot. Okay? Number 4 is pomegranate. Now, that reduces levels of your systolic blood pressure. You know, the top number, it reduces that number. It doesn't do much for anything for the bottom number, but the top number it does. And that's what I usually have an issue with. My top number is usually always higher than the 120. For some reason, I have no knowledge why. My lower number is usually fine, but the top number is always sky high. So that's just good to know, you know, pomegranate. That's number 4. And number 5 is ginger. Keep some ginger in the house. Make you some ginger tea. Make you, when you do your juicing, if you juice, you know, throw some ginger in there. You can grate some of the ginger and just suck on the ginger. You know, ginger is good for you. Eat you some ginger, honey. That's all. I get emotional about ginger. No, I always do ginger. Ginger in my tea and cloves. I'll have black tea. I'll have green tea. Green tea is really good, really good. And then I'll put some cloves, not inside the tea like that. I have this little thing that you put it in, and you dip that in there, and it's got a little chain on it to hook it onto the cup so that it hangs in there to keep it separate, because I don't want them floating around, because I use a straw in my tea. So I don't need nothing floating around and I'm like a seed or a clove or a piece of ginger. You know, that's all inside that little canister that I have. Anyway, those are the 5 top foods that are good at helping you to lower your blood pressure. I'll repeat them. Bananas, number 1. Dark chocolate is number 2, and make sure it has at least 70% of cocoa in it. It'll say it on the packaging, so you want to look for that. I can have more than, but just make sure it has at least 70%. And then there's beetroot, there's the pomegranate, and there's the ginger, okay? Get your little shopping list together. I always give you little foods that you can use that can help you in lowering your blood pressure. Okay, and make sure, so the routine is going to consist of you drinking your water for the day, drinking half of your body weight of water in a day on a daily basis. It's going to consist of you taking action steps, you know, exercise, walking, squatting, you know, mainly walking. You really want to get your 5,000 steps in for the day. That's something you should really prioritize. And your vegetables, your green vegetables and your green leafy vegetables, you want to do those on a daily basis as well. Green vegetables would consist of string beans, peas, asparagus. What else? Celery, collard greens. These are green leafy vegetables. Collard greens, cabbage. There's also the purple cabbage. That's good for you also, even though it's not green, but that's a good thing to have also. There's Brussels sprouts. There's the broccoli, that's regular green vegetable. There's spinach, leafy vegetable. There are a number of green vegetables and leafy vegetables that you can have. You should incorporate into your eating habits on a daily basis. Google some more, look up some that you may find that you really like, in case you don't like any that I've mentioned. There's fruits. You want to incorporate fruits into your routine, okay? The fruits can be, like we said, bananas, pomegranates, strawberries, blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, cherries. You can do melons, cantaloupe, pineapple. Pineapple is really good for you also. It's like a interior fresher. It freshens your insides and whatnot. But that's another podcast. Okay. You want to do papaya. Papaya can help rid yourself of parasites. But there's a whole way you have to prepare it. You make a juice, blend it in your blender, however. But yeah, the papaya. I'm gonna give you that information also. Like the cleanse, the parasite cleanse. You need papaya. You need pineapple. You need ginger. You need one whole orange, and you need a lime. Okay, and you turn around and you combine all of these together, and you drink all of what you made. Because I used an entire papaya, an entire pineapple, 2 oranges, and an entire lime. And the ginger, I used a lot of ginger. Not a lot. It was about a thumb size, the size of ginger. Peel it and then throw it in there. I have a juicer, so it juiced it up. And it made only 5 glasses of it, 5 jars. Do that. You could do that, I would say, maybe every 2 months, depending on how you eat. I eat clean, so I don't think I need it more than every 3 to 6 months, to tell you the truth. But I'm just going to do it again, because I started eating clean over the past year or so, and I've never, ever done a parasite cleanse. So I figured I would do it again shortly, But you don't want to do that too much. That's not something you want to do too frequently. And pour it in the jars if you have jars. If not, store it inside of a pitcher in the refrigerator. Let everybody know what that is. And keep the seeds from the papaya, because you're going to take a teaspoon of the seeds and swallow. You're not going to chew them up. Those things taste horrible. I tried that. But you're going to just, swallow some of the seeds with the beverage, with the mixture that you made, the parasite mixture. It rids your body of parasites. Stay near the bathroom. No, I shouldn't say that, but you will be going to the bathroom, You're going to relieve yourself of all of that. And it's Motivational Monday. I love you guys, but I am short for time. I wanted to leave you guys with the disclaimer. I have to say this to you. I am not a doctor. I'm merely sharing with you my health journey of how I am breaking a generational curse in my family. It's the generational curses of high blood pressure and sugar diabetes. And if you are doing any exercise and you should experience shortness of breath, any kind of pain or lightheadedness, please stop. Stop what you are doing immediately, okay? And I want you to contact your doctor. Call 911 if you really feel like it's bad. But always continue to listen to your doctor, taking your medication and doing what it is they've told you to do. This is merely my journey that I'm sharing with you of how I am breaking the curse in my family and how I look to get off of medication by eating healthier and cleaner and sticking to it. I'm not saying don't enjoy life, just life is more enjoyed when you're in good health, That's when you really enjoy life, when you have the health to enjoy it. So I love you guys. I love talking to you guys, but I gotta go. Later, Gators.